Um, you know, with being in high school and then being that early on, you know, in your entrepreneurial career to where you know, making 5 figures a month, um, you know, kind of just talk about that process from going from that, you got the boutique to where, you know, things were kind of on the down end, and you were explaining you were homeless at one point.
Okay. So the boutique situation, it was going really good. I was doing like fashion shows like with different celebrities and all of this. I was doing all type of little business moves when I was in like 12th grade, and it was going good. But like I said, my downfall has always been managing the money. So I mismanaged the money to the point I couldn't like keep the boutique anymore, even though it was online. Like I couldn't even afford to like keep up with it anymore because I mismanaged it so bad. So that's when I started getting into hair, and I still trying to do a boutique a little bit, and it just like literally wasn't working out for me. So I was like, you know what? Maybe God don't want me in this boutique situation. You know, I've started doing hair, so maybe this is where I need to go. So I just stopped doing it and fully gave hair my full direction. And I feel like hair was my calling, but I didn't know that because at the time, you know, it's a saying that if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And my plans was I was going to move to Atlanta, I was going to open a boutique, and I was going to have a clothing store. Never in my brain did it register to me to say that I was one day going to own a wig store and a hair store. It's still a store, but it was two totally different versions of what I planned on it to be. And my version, I was supposed to have the store a long time ago. I was supposed to have it in 2015 when I graduated high school.
Yeah.
But I didn't get my store until 2020. So it didn't happen until 5 years later. And it was a totally different store than what I envisioned it being.
Yeah.
What is, oh. So I've been doing celebrities for about, 5 years now. I did my first celebrity in 2016 when I moved to Atlanta. It's crazy how I actually got my first celebrity client, to be quite honest. I actually lied to get my first celebrity client. I remember I was like, I feel like the type of person I am, I feel like I can do anything. I feel like anything is possible. I feel like I'm a jack of all trades. And when I started doing hair, I didn't know how to show that I knew how to do hair because I didn't necessarily have the money to like buy hair and buy expensive hair and like make wigs and stuff. Like I didn't feel like I could do that. So I remember my first celebrity client, I lied to her. I literally went on Instagram and found like pictures of somebody else's work that was making wigs, and I sent them to the celebrity client. And I was like, I would love to do your hair. These are some of my work. Because I didn't have a way of taking pictures of my own work or whatever like that. So I lied, and she called me and she was like, yeah, I want you to do my hair. And I was like, okay. So it was Dawn. She was on Living Hip Hop at the time. And I went over to her house. I did her hair. I'm sure it probably didn't look as good as the pictures. But she liked it, and it was cool. You know, I went over there and I proved myself. And still to this day, she's still my client. I still do her hair. She still get wigs from me 5 years later. So luckily for me, it worked out in my favor. Would I suggest anybody doing that? No. But it just so happened it worked for me. And that's when she later on introduced me to Jocelyn because they were best friends. And it was just like a so-on type situation from there. And just different celebrities started reaching out to me. Initially, it started with me reaching out to them, and then it came back full circle, and they all started reaching out to me. So it's like now they highly request me versus me reaching out to them. And the people think that, oh, you know, you have to, when you do celebrities, you have to do them for free. That's not true. That's the biggest mistake ever. Now, when I started, I did used to do my celebrity clients for free because I was like, oh, I'm trying to get my name out there. But now that I've built the name, I don't have to do that anymore. Like, they come to me, they ready to pay top dollars because they already know what it is when they come to me. And, you know, I just feel like that kind of plays a role in how you carry yourself. From me being on both sides of the fence, if you come in like you're thirsty or like you're a fan or You know, if you just come not looking put together, they kind of be like, oh, they can read you to see that you're like desperate to do this or like you're desperate to be here. I'm not desperate to do no celebrity, so they don't even play with me like that. Like I come in, they call me, they know I have stuff going on, so they treat me as such, and they willing to pay the money that I charge because they feel like I'm like one of them. Like it's a lot of things that celebrities or people see celebrities have that I have. I have the house, the cars, everything they have. I have the bags, the shoes. So they treat me like one of them. So I live just like how they live. Like they eat at the nice restaurants, I eat at the nice restaurants. They got a storefront, I got a storefront. So it's kind of like we're like one and the same. They just might be on a bigger platform than I am, but I live life just like them. So they don't treat me as like I'm a peasant or like I'm not important or like I don't deserve to be paid. Have I been on that side of the fence? Yes. But am I on this side of the fence now? No. So it's kind of, I've seen it from both aspects. That's how I can speak from it on both aspects and say how they treat you. When I started to change how I treated myself, it changed how they treat them. And that's just a life model, period. Like people treat you how you treat yourself or how they see you care for things. Like if you ever seen, like if somebody came to your house and your house is always dirty, they're gonna leave trash on your floor, or they're gonna treat your shit just like you treat your shit. But if they come up your house and your house is always clean, nice, put together, if they waste something, they're gonna pick it up, they're gonna keep it clean, they're gonna keep it tidy because they're only gonna treat things like how you treat things. And so that just applies to anything in life, whether like I said, like your house, or even how you treat somebody else or how they treat you. You know, for example, if you wear Chanel bags, a man is never going to bring you a Michael Kors purse because he sees you don't carry that. That's not your speed. So people are only going to treat you how you treat yourself.